DM inspiration, who would like to give us a recap of our last week's session? We did have a bunch of stuff happen.
Did we? Let's see. When did we cut off? When was the switch? We were in the middle of the fight, right? When we started the fight. Okay, so yeah. Pally was in. So we started off. Pally was in the enemy's mouth as normal, and and then they kept. I couldn't see exactly what was going on, but Pally kept having like this weird look on his face, and he started getting healthier, and then he like ease up, and then he'd get like this weird tense look on his face again, and then he'd get healthier. It was really weird. Something was going on behind him. I'm not sure what. And I grabbed the lily pad so that the hag couldn't get away, and then they beat up the hag. They shot her, and then everyone just started running away because, once the hags were dead, they were like, nope, I don't want to be here anymore. And we rescued all the kids, and there were a whole bunch of. We never fought a Tid soldier, not a single one after everything. And then
you guys still could, if you would like.
And then we had to go find lost things and loot the place, of course, because if you're gonna kill me, I'm gonna get revenge and take your stuff. So, found this cool
words to live by.
Found this cool ink pen. Pally stabbed the hag's eyes. I don't know. He's got like this eye collection going on now. It's kind of creepy, kind of cool at the same time. I don't know why he doesn't fix his eyes on his face. That's kind of weird. We went up to Granny Nightshade's room.
Fucking ableist.
It stunk. Cause she stinks. And then we I broke her house, and a bunch of stuff came out, and Prince Poplo like turned into like a turned into like an elf person. It was really weird.
Turned into an e-boy.
Although we didn't see, we didn't really see what they looked like. I don't know. It was very confusing. But they transformed, but then they didn't transform. And then someone else got like their stuff back too. Was it Pally? I think it was Pally.
Yeah, it was Pally.
Yeah, Pally got like a cat that made him really smart or something. I don't know.
Remember everything.
But he's I don't know. He's got like a good memory, but I don't know. He's still Pally. He's still Pally. Good. It hasn't changed. Good old Pally. And the kids were free, and they wanted to play, and that's gross because they got sticky hands, and I can't stand that. Yeah. So it was really awkward. But Will's gonna take them back to the tree, and I guess they're just gonna be tree kids from now on. None of them get to go back to their families or anything. They're just being abducted Peter Pan style. And that's where we ended. We just sort of rolled the place.
I mean, you guys do have the fire elemental to deal with. Old Calcifer.
We were in the process of banishing him. We had gave him a piece of coal, so he was distracted. And then
I banished him. I just have to finish concentrating on the spell for a minute, and he's fucking gone.
Oh, okay. I see how it is. But I completely understand.
We convinced him. I was like, "Hey, bud, I can just like send you home." He was like, "Well, shit. All right."
That would be hot, I think is what he said.
That does sound like something he/me would say. Well, perfect. Please take your point of DM inspiration. You guys did also find out what the Blue Ranger looks like underneath his totally not plastic mask.
Mm-hmm.
I would say he's pretty handsome, but you know, I'm biased.
He's handsome because he doesn't have a stash.
As I feel like all of us have mustaches. I don't understand.
Well, no, if there's a beard underneath, it's just a part of the beard. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'll have to try to find my senior year wrestling photos, because you weren't allowed to have a beard in wrestling, but you could grow as ridiculous as a mustache as you could. And I had worst 12th grade mustache possible, so I need to try to find that picture, and I will share it with everyone.
Overgrown peach fuzz.
It looks like pubes on my lip. Excellent. All
Ironically, I also had a mustache for my yearbook photo.
It happens to the best of us.
I had super high testosterone, so I grew facial hair.
Nice.
You know, that's okay. Sometimes people grow mustaches. Our foster dog has like a brown mustache on her black face, which is
Mustache. Ooh, that's fancy.
Mustache.
okay.
I love my mustache. I loved having it. It was funny. No one made fun of me for it. I was jacked. What are they going to do?
Yeah.
Nothing. Just so we know, everyone. This is what Prince Popolo looks like when they pop on that circlet of Eladrin perfection. Alrighty.
Adorable.
Well, everyone, we have the fact inspiration question for today. A little bit more in depth than normal. You go out with your spouse for dinner at a new restaurant you have not frequented before. It isn't a part of town you rarely visit. You are shocked to see your friend's spouse having dinner with a very young, attractive person. From the way they are behaving, it is obvious they are more than friends. The couple finish their meal and leave without seeing you. They behave very affectionately on the way out of the door. Do you, A, tell your friend knowing you probably will not be believed and that they may ruin your friendship? Or B, say nothing about the couple as it's none of your business. They may even have open relationship.
Mm-hmm.
So let's start here. I'm going to start with Fier. Fier, do you have an answer to this question?
Both in character and out of character.
I would tell my friend, cause even if they don't want to be my friend anymore, I think it's this responsible thing to do.
I agree. Now, what's your out of character answer?
Oh, I'm gonna tell them 100%. If they want to be stupid, not be my friend anymore, then that's on that. But
yeah.
I mean, great. If you have an open relationship, cool, whatever. I'm still gonna let you know what's going on.
Yeah.
Absolutely. If someone who frequently against their will has to watch Seeking Sister Wives, I would definitely tell everyone what I've seen. Okay, well, Fier, take your bardic inspiration die. You'll probably need it tonight.
Whoa.
Prince Popolo, what is the answer to the fact inspiration question that we have for tonight?
Well, I would choose the option C, which is to approach in the middle of the restaurant and ask why they didn't invite us, of course.
Oh my gosh.
About having an open relationship without me, why, preposterous. Absolutely unacceptable. To the dungeon with them!
That's like the atomic bomb answer. Like, boom! I love it. Please, what's your out of character answer?
Let's see. Here's the thing, it depends on the friend, because if it's a friend who I know would probably have an open relationship, then I wouldn't bother. But if it's a friend who is a more monogamous, I probably would tell.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense. Well, please take your bardic inspiration die. Absolutely. Okay. Pal, what is the answer to this question that we have created?
Nope, none of my business.
Mm-hmm.
Nope,
I can see
I
that.
have no interest. I'm gonna order a second salad and just keep eating it.
Now just toss that salad in peace, why don't you?
Yep.
Alrighty. Well, what's your out of character answer?
Oh, if they don't respect their relationship, then I don't give two shits about it. I'll let them disrespect their own relationship. That's none of my business either. I actually am 100% for cheating. I think cheating's okay. It's totally fine.
Oh no! Is your wife in
Nope.
the room?
Nope.
She's just standing there looking at you. Cheating is okay.
It's just a game. It's just a game. Don't. No, I'm not seriously, but seriously.
Okay, perfect.
I think that's the bombshell answer.
That is the bombshell. Okay, well, please take your bardic inspiration die. We will definitely probably be needing that this evening. Okay, Clapperclaw, what is the answer to this question?
Wow, I'm married? Oh, wow. Oh my goodness.
What is happening?
It's okay. It's only for pretend, Clapperclaw. You're not. We know you're a kiddo.
Oh man, I don't know. I wasn't even engaged. I just don't know what to do.
You have been what's the word? Surprise arranged marriage.
Do you look into your wife's eyes and stare deep into them and tell her with all your heart that you love her?
I think we should get to know each other first.
You can get to know each other after you're married.
Be careful, they might take your wife in a divorce.
That's Clapperclaw's answer.
Alrighty. Well, what's Matthew's?
That's why I don't have friends.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. That was sad and funny at the same time. Please take your point of bardic inspiration. Last but not least, Grack, what would you do?
No,
You
least.
solved it.
Yeah, last and least.
Damn.
Well, Scrack is professionally an investigator, so he was probably paid to be there to investigate
That's
this
so true.
exact scenario.
I knew it.
In which case, he would report back to the person paying it.
I have things to report. Yes, they are cheating bastard.
Would you like me to make sure I can?
Do you want me to see if they'll cheat on you with me? Is that...
Yeah. You got to make sure, because if you don't witness it or experience it,
I mean,
you
if
don't know.
that's what he's hired for.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, what's Nathan's answer? What would Nathan do?
Talk to the person that was at the restaurant, not necessarily there, but like I'd say something to them, and then depending on what they said, I'd say something to the other person.
No, they're just my friend. We were just having dinner. I kiss all my friends like that.
Oh my gosh.
And then I'd say, well, then prove it.
Prove it. Give me a big wet one right here. Well, please take your point of bardic inspiration. And inspired by a DM that runs lots of games, if you guys would like to ask this question of any of your NPCs that you've met in the game, you can.
Blue Ranger.
Okay. The Blue Ranger would see Kimberly in the restaurant. He's like seeing this through his mind, and she's there not with Tommy. She's there with Bulk and Skull. And Billy has always been, he would tell you, a very timid guy, you know. he never really came out of his shell until he became a Power Ranger. And he would tell Tommy afterwards what happened, but he knows they would ruin their friendship because Tommy would never believe him. Wow, that just made me a little sad right there. Okay.
You should have asked Talavar, then we get a real feel for how creepy he is.
No. You don't care about Talavar.
That's also true.
What gave you that idea?
Stupid fucking face, that's what.
I just don't understand why you guys hate him so bad.
His face is fucking weird, that's why. He has a human face on a dragon head. Like, it's just, I don't like it.
That's not a human face either. It's some weird uncanny valley something. I don't know.
He's an aberration.
That face structure, it's the face of a horse with the eyes of a human is the problem.
That's true.
Alrighty. Well, now that we know all of this, I wanted to let you guys know the Blue Power Ranger has been added to your B Team sheet. He is ready to help you guys out with a very good B Team ability. I believe I've added that to, both sheets. The Wisdom of the Triceratops. When you or another creature within 30 feet makes an ability check or saving throw, you can use your reaction to add +5 to the roll. You can use this feature a number of times equal to 5 times. You'll gain all its permitted uses when you finish a long rest.
Damn.
All right. If there is nothing else, we can get into it. It looked like over Discord people were wanting to take some downtime here in Loomlurk.
Downtime.
Downtime.
So before we get into downtime, oh my gosh, there's so many dead people. Just look at all those dead things. Let's.
I have unquantifiable corpses on my conscience.
The map. Did the map not load for anyone else or just me?
Yeah,
I got it.
there. Although Nathan and I both refreshed before the game started, so I don't know if you.
Yeah, that might be it.
If you were in earlier.
Oh, I am logged out apparently. Okay.
My computer is so strange because I can run Foundry in our audio bot, but not Discord. But it won't let me run Foundry and Discord. It's okay.
Wait, why are we rolling? What happened?
Oh, those are some sweet ass foretellings.
Okay. Now that's a good one. Next time Pally goes to save with a death save, you got him.
Yeah, give him that 1, and then next time give him the 6.
Well,
I think the 1 does it.
Yeah,
unless
I start with 1 death save fail already.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Just give me
the 1.
Yeah.
Alrighty, everybody.
Maybe you can examine the hag's course and get your final breath back. You know, do the reverse of what she did.
I do the opposite of mouth to mouth. I do ass to ass.
Did anyone Foundry Flash?
No, not for me.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm in
You're
there.
gonna have to take that to the company. I don't think that Foundry should be flashing you.
Yeah, I know. Seriously.
It's very appropriate conduct from an employee.
You know, I felt like I got flashed today.
How do you feel like you get flashed?
So my wife and I have been going to CrossFit.
It's called the strip
and
club.
I swear there's like a competition between some of the women and men that are going to see how little and then how high they can hike up their clothing while they exercise. Like how little of clothing they can wear and then like how high up they can hike their pants as they're working out. Anyways, here's Calcifer.
Yes, he's perfect.
Okay, so he's sitting there. He's chewing on his coal. He's looking at you. He's like, think that I can probably go back to the elemental plane of fire. I can go to that city of brass. I can do all of that stuff. As he's chewing on his food.
How much ass is in the city of brass?
He says, "Well, everyone there is like a sweaty, bronze-skinned dwarf or a salamander. So no asses on the salamanders. They have snake tails, no booties. Well, wait. Do you speak Ignan or Primordial?
Wait, how
No,
many
I'm just asking that.
I think. Oh no, I don't. Shit, that's the wrong game. I speak Primordial in
On
Mythic.
Sundays.
I think Fear is the only one who speaks primordial, right?
I speak primordial.
Hell yeah! All right, so this bad boy is getting banished. Is that
Yep,
correct?
he's got to concentrate on it for like a minute, and then he stays in his home plane, which I'm assuming is the elemental plane of fire because he's a fire elemental.
You said
And
Oh,
that's
yeah.
you
fire
actually sent him
element.
to water.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I send him to the elemental plane of water. Like, what the fuck?
He Mr. Bean, or not Mr. Beans, that like really weird clay toy that gets murdered every time it goes places. What is that called? Am I making things? Do you guys know what I'm talking about?
No.
Gumby?
Never mind.
No, I think, yeah, yeah, that seems familiar.
So I don't know what's causing it, but every time I hit banishment, it makes me double concentrate on it.
Yeah, we need like all of our tokens cleared, please. They're just ridiculous. I've got like snow on mine. I don't like dandruff or something and blood.
So you have dandruff on your token? Oh my god.
Yeah, bloody dandruff.
They ain't got
Oh.
shampoo.
Mr. Bill? Are you talking about Mr. Bill?
Yeah, that's what I'm getting.
Yeah, like my token Clapperclaw is flying, has bloody dandruff. It's weird.
What the fuck is Mr. Bill? Oh, okay.
Okay, so I can clear everyone's tokens. We should be good to go. You guys did a lot of investigating around. It sounded like
Probably
you guys
looks like he's underwater still, whatever that is.
Pally looks like he's underwater.
Yeah, his token's weird too.
Tripoli.
Everyone's tokens are just weird.
Oh, I'm not seeing any of that.
I should only have the thing that I'm supposed to have, is from the looks of it. Anyway.
Look at all those poplos.
There's 2 Prince Popolos. There's so much stuff going on. It's fine.
There's this ugly fuck.
That's so rude. Okay. I'll
I
just
deleted it. If I'm
So I
not
can-
wanted here.
Now he's little. Okay. Hit this. So, you guys have the opportunity to take downtime. Soul is not going to be here to take his downtime, but he did say that he has proficiency in herbalism, so he can help out with your downtime. There, Clapperclaw. If you'd like to start us on downtime activities you'd like to do.
I think so. I think I want to. The first thing I want to do is investigate if there's any. Do someone else first. My kid's over here, please.
No problem. No
Right. Now that we have defeated the hag that killed Clapperclaw's family, I am going to cast Seance to talk to Clapperclaw's father so that Clapperclaw can get some closure. Assuming I don't roll a 1 through 5, I contact the correct spirit.
Okay, there's a
Okay,
5.
okay, we're good.
Okay.
In that case, yeah, I just hold a seance and we talk to Clapperclaw's dad for a little bit.
Okay, should we wait for Clapperclaw to be back? or-
Okay, I'm back.
Okay,
I'm holding
Clapperclaw.
a seance to talk with your dad. Do you want to ask him anything?
Well, I was gonna see if like Granny Nightshade had some, if there was some record of what actually happened that night, because I don't really know. It was sort of
We
all.
can just straight up ask him now. You got 3 questions.
Well, I'm kind of hoping he's not dead.
Well, does it work? Do I contact him, Orf?
You have contacted the spirit of his dead father.
Well, Clapperclaw, I'm sorry, but seems like you're an orphan now. Congratulations on being promoted to orphan.
Holy shit.
No, I
Oh,
don't
wow.
actually say that.
Clapperclaw just gets kind of quiet, and
Your father's here now, though. You can ask him any 3 questions. Now he only knows what he knew in life, and he only knows the languages that he knew. So make sure to speak in a language that you both knew. But he'll answer any 3 questions for you. I'm using the deck of cards also that we found here as my tarot cards for this. That's what it takes. It's the material component. I have a component found.
Were you Santa Claus?
I don't know. This is so sudden. I didn't. I thought he might have been dead since
I mean,
since
you
the.
could ask him.
But then
where-
Sir Talavar was like, "Your father's probably alive," and I got my.
Well, you could ask him where we could find his body. You could ask him how we would like to be buried, and then if there's any lingering
guess.
business that he needs done, or something like that. Give him some closure, and in doing so, maybe get some yourself.
Well, I guess. I guess ask him where he is. It was everything was a blur. I don't know.
What's your father's name?
Making me come up with stuff.
Slapper Slaw.
I was gonna say Jabberjaw, but that's that fucking shark from
That's it.
whatever cartoon that was, Josie and the Pussycats.
Flapperflaw.
You could just call him Gurith.
Gareth?
Is big fella.
Yeah, just Mr. Gurith if you wanna. That's our family name.
Now, Mr. Gurith, I've got your son here with me. Is your actual name Clapperclaw? Is that your given name?
No.
What's your name? What's your actual name?
Well,
Or I suppose were
It's-
you called Clapperclaw before your father passed? Because he only knows what he knew.
No, of course not. Of course I wasn't called Clapperclaw. Shit, Granny Nightshade just didn't want to use my real name because, she wanted to like replace my identity with like her servant.
Well, we don't have to call you that anymore. Then, if
Well,
you'd rather be called by your true name. Although this is the Fae, true names do have power here. It might be smarter to keep it secret.
Why wish you would have told me that a long time ago?
well,
I've got wee baby Gurith here, Mr. Gurith, and
you actually you can, I guess you can call me Vromk.
I've got your son Bronk here. He wants to know where. Did you want to know where his spirit is, or do you want to know where his body was?
I mean, I guess just where his body is.
Where is your body? So where did you pass on? We would like to give you a proper burial.
You hear coughing coming from the other side as a voice is trying to.
Pally, can you go get me a glass of water?
Yeah, bought it. coming.
Vrunk, is that you?
He's here with me, yes.
That night was terrible. Do you remember? Your old dad was looking in the bathroom mirror. I had lost my job and I was trying to figure out how I was gonna take care of you all, and well, a pig-faced girl appeared in the mirror and said I could have a job and everything I could ever want, working in a toy factory. And you know what happened next? She came through the mirror. And then that terrifying wooden woman came through the mirror next. Do you remember that, boy?
I'm starting to. I guess I'd sort of, blocked it out a little bit, but talking to you now, it's coming back to me.
I couldn't fit into their plans. I was too big to work in that factory. She sent me with her sister. Do you remember that? That terrible Indolin.
Yeah, we got separated.
She made me work as an actor, an improv actor in her terrible plays.
Yes, and?
And you can hear the sound of sobbing, crying coming from the other side. Son, I was no good. She blasted me with a lightning bolt, son. My body is hanging by marionette strings in her room.
Oh, Dad.
Have you seen that? Or no, is that in the next hag's room?
His body is in Indolin Moongrave's bedroom.
Okay, and that's the third hag.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
By marionette strings.
That's once we find it, is there anything in particular that you would like done with your corporeal remains?
I want to be back with your mother and your other family members. There, little rump. Just get my body back home if you can. Even if it's just my head, get me back home. And then he starts coughing and phlegming it up again.
Okay, Dad.
And I think
I'll do my best.
That's two, yeah.
You hear Pally drop water downstairs. Oh shit!
Rump, do you have a third question you'd like to ask?
Rump.
I love you, Dad. I was so sorry that this happened. I know you were trying your best.
Boy, you couldn't have known. How would I know that a pig-faced girl was gonna come through our window and violently murder you in front of everybody? I mean, who does that?
Apparently, pig-faced girls.
She had a lollipop with razor blades in it. She bashed you over your little cute head. It was terrifying.
I'm okay now. I'm okay now, Dad. I even found some new friends. You always wanted me to make friends.
You're right, boy. How are you talking to me? Didn't they murder you? What happened?
It's
weird.
Don't worry about it, Dad. You just know that I'm okay now, and that I'm gonna get your body back. Me and my friends are gonna punish these hags. for what they did to our family.
We've already punished 2 out of 3 of them.
That Hindelin's the worst one.
Yeah, but if we can take on 2 at a time, I'm sure we can take her by herself.
I saw her drink lightning out of a bottle. Who does that? Who drinks lightning out of a bottle?
Wasn't aware lightning was a liquid. It's just new. I can do stuff with this knowledge.
What is your guys' final question for Clapperclaw's dad's spirit? I feel like we probably go above and beyond what the spell is supposed to do.
I don't think Clapperclaw actually has a question. That's what he would say. That's what he would say to his dad. Is what he would say.
Do you have any additional insight on any weaknesses or habits or even the strengths of this third hag, the one that killed you?
There was like a thing about eclipses that being her weakness, but like how we can make things that look like eclipses, but what like a metaphorical eclipse, Dad? What would be like a metaphorical eclipse that she's weak to?
You gotta find a way to block out the sun. But in Yon, the sun never rises. He says as he starts hacking up phlegm, and you can hear voices coming from the other side. You say, "Hey, who you talking to over there? Ah, get the sticks. We're gonna beat this ghost up." And then you hear in your dad's voice slowly whisper away. Seems like he's somewhere where he has jailers that beat the crap out of people who talk to people on this side of the plane of existence.
Oh my goodness, that's horrible.
Well, we know where he is now. We can make sure nothing like this ever happens to him again.
And he's a ghost jail? Oh my goodness, this is...
Yeah, that part was surprising.
He's being beaten by ghost jailers.
Clapperclaw, Vrunk, as you're talking, you see, looking very surreptitiously at you, Sir Talivar. Maybe sheepish is a better description, because he's like, I bet your dad is alive. And he looks like he wants to come and apologize. He fucked up.
It's okay, Talivar. I just need a minute to myself. I think. I just need a minute to myself. And Clapperclaw's gonna zip line up the tree.
Clapperclaw comes over to the other members of the party that are here up in the bedroom and says, I feel so bad for the boy. Father is being beaten by ghost jailers. His body is strung up like a marionette. We have to help him.
That's the plan.
I feel like somehow partially responsible for this. Maybe if I hadn't gotten his hopes up so high.
You're not responsible for what happened to his father, but that was sort of a shitty thing to do.
I feel that I must apologize to him further when he feels better. As for me, I feel like I must make myself useful. I'm going to go train the members of the getaway gang and those children that we've rescued on how to fight with a rapier.
I think they did just fine without a rapier, though.
He gives you the look of a man who has barely any skills, and that's the only skill has that he could potentially teach these children.
Okay. I won't make any more comments on your rapier wielding skills. I'm sure they have much to learn from you.
And you see Sir Talavar begin to fly down. So as that has happened, Prince Popolo, Pally, Fier, would one of you all like to jump in onto what?
The only other thing I'd like to do for downtime is cast Locate Object with the target of Spell Scroll to see if I can find any more.
Any more?
Yeah, because now I don't even have to investigate for them. I can just fucking, there's one right there.
All right. Let's see. We will say you do find one more. I just need to open up and make sure it's one that you can actually use.
You go into my inventory.
You find the ones in your inventory.
If you go into my inventory and look at the item in my inventory called Grimoire, it has a list of all the spells I can learn, and then the one with the X's are the ones that I have learned.
Oh, okay. That's how you make it easy for me.
Give him a bunch of worthless spell scrolls that he can't use.
You
Yeah,
go-
it's like one of the
that's
one
the
of the
only
ones
fair.
that I just
you go
guarded.
Stormwind.
That's the only fair way to do it.
That's so mean. You get Phantom Steed. However, all of the steeds that you find that you can summon with this spell scroll aren't like cool horses. They're all like dumb animals. Like you'll get a camel, but it has 3 humps. You'll get a donkey, but its legs are too short.
You find a
Things like-
dachshund.
Mm-hmm. You find a wiener dog.
A dachshund?
But for some reason, it's got an actual like hot dog body
And a hot dog saddle.
and a hot dog saddle. And it makes constant puns like, I don't know, boss. I'll try to muster up the courage to get you over there.
Keep those buns off me.
Mm-hmm. All those types of things.
Fucking spells are spells.
Okay. So we got Scrack. We did a seance. You found some spell scrolls. Prince Popolo, you said you wanted to write a letter to Queen Eldergard of Elsewhere, your mother.
Well, yes, of course. I would like to write to Mummy asking for a bigger allowance. And now that I have taken care of my particular image issue, I feel as if I am, well, deserving of a little extra something. Maybe a new earring or perhaps a new flute, even.
Alrighty. How do you plan on getting your message to Elsewhere?
Well, first he's going to ask, does anyone know how to cast Find Familiar? No? Anybody?
I do. Yeah. That's
No?
how I find my familiar.
Oh, perfect. Perfect. Do you have to make any other familiars?
Yeah. Whenever I do it, I kind of see like a bunch of different ones, but Yarny just looks so amazing.
Yes. Well, you see, as a prince, I have friends in high places, and in this case, my friend is my mother. But she could perhaps lend us aid with some more spending moolah for the whole party. Well, we can better equip ourselves for the fight against this devious hag,
I
right?
wish I was friends with my mother. That's literally all he got from all of that was that you're friends with your mother.
Using your familiar, I could deliver a note to her asking for her aid.
Oh.
Doesn't that sound wonderful?
Yeah, that sounds great. Yeah. Which one do you want?
What's the fastest thing you can make?
Pally turns to the camera and asks the DM, "What's the fastest one I can make?"
Well, you have your new familiar that you found inside the Golden Eye. Nothing's faster than a snitch.
I have a snitch. Make a snitch.
When you poof it, I will drop the art in here.
Okay.
That pops out.
That looks like one of the eyes that was in my pet. Hold on. And he just starts looking for his. Well, I don't have the golden one anymore.
Well, nobody likes a snitch, however. That will have to do.
Okay.
Now let me quickly write a note. Let's see here.
I'm chasing the snitch around.
How do I write my signature again? I forgot how to use these hands.
Yeah, if you want to write it down and then send me it as a message in Discord, then we will.
No problem.
What
I will work on that.
What happens when you get a message to Queen Eldergard of Elsewhere?
Perfect. Okay. Let me get working on that. Right now.
Cool. All right. Would you like to do anything else in the downtime, or is it writing your letter your primary and only focus? Alrighty. Pierre and or Pally, what would you guys like to get up to in this downtime?
Go ahead.
I'm gonna try to incubate my froghemoth egg.
You want to try to like hatch it?
Hell yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know if this is a good idea or a bad idea, but we're doing it.
There are no bad ideas in D&D.
That is so fucking false.
We look back to, I put a mustache on its face.
Yes.
He'll think it's funny.
Fear's gonna try to hatch what egg?
I have a froghemoth egg.
Alrighty. So for your froghemoth egg, what we will do here, if you want to spend your entire downtime hatching your froghemoth egg, I will say it's going to take 30 days of you kind of sitting on it, giving it the body heat that it needs. So what we will do, we can add in your downtime. Our frog egg. Your progress is 10. Complete your target 30. Boom. So I just made a thing in your little downtime section of your character sheet. So we just need to get that number from 10 to 30, and that bad boy will hatch.
Yeah.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. And when it hatches, a froghemoth baby is going to come out.
So, it's been in my pocket this whole time. Does that count for any of these days that have passed?
Give me a charisma check to see if you have been given it the love and
To see if you've convinced the DM that yes, that can.
let's see if you've given it enough TNA.
Yeah.
And not TNA you're thinking of. Tender love and care.
Ooh.
What the hell noise was that? That's a 9.
9.
At a 9, I would say that is not enough tender love and care to.
You see the cost?
An NPC is put in a perilous position.
So do you want to leave it there at the 9 and accept that you might have to give it more tender love and care in the future?
I kind of want to use my fast inspiration.
Do it.
All right,
Do it all. This is a fucking froghemoth for you.
D8, right?
It is a D8.
Come on, 8. Close enough.
Okay, that was 15. That's pretty good. Would you like to? Yeah, you guys are in downtime. What's the worst thing that can happen during a downtime?
Y'all can wisdom of the Triceratops.
Wait, what is that to again?
It gives you +5.
He's not currently slotted into your B team.
Yeah, he is.
Quickly changing. All right. Would you like to succeed at a cost to get?
Sure, let's do it.
That is a really good B team ability, though. I would say let's take off. Let's take off Lola Bunny and add Blue Ranger.
Jebek is hurt that you would take her off the B team and replace her with another.
That's Matthew, not Clapperclaw.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
How many do we have selected? Just 3? Don't we get 4 with everyone here?
Don't know what you're talking about.
We only have 3.
Your progress, I will say, is at 15 days.
Yeah, that's true. We do only have 3 people. How many B team do we get active, Orf?
So I will say that you guys, let's say you guys get 4, because we just never know when the soul of the party is going to be here.
Should we just do 1 per person, and if we don't have somebody here, we have to drop somebody?
Yeah, because you would have
that. Yeah.
Typically, because it's like a party -1.
Oh, it's party -1. Okay.
So we'll say you guys. We'll just say you guys get 5. I will be a baby DM.
You're the best baby DM I've ever had.
Thank you. I currently have a baby and a baby dog.
That's true,
okay. So Fier, you have 15 days left till this froghemoth hatches. I did not expect that to be what you want to do. Hatching. Froghemoth egg.
I don't know if this froghemoth hatching is a good thing or not.
It's a good thing.
It's a great thing.
Okay.
Remember, there's no such thing as a bad idea in D&D.
That's fucking false.
There is bad ideas in other games, but there is just happy accidents in this one.
Yeah.
Okay. We have not heard from Pally. Pally, what are you going to do with your downtime?
I want to play with my balls.
That's what I do in my day. What?
Yep, just.
You don't have to do that on your downtime.
Oh, so I meant my eyeballs. My eyeballs.
Well, I do during my uptime.
Yup.
Hey.
So, yeah, I'm just playing with my eyeballs.
Okay, just playing with eyeballs.
I'm getting familiar with my balls. Gotta make sure I know the perfect. I'll stop.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, so Clapperclaw, you had a moment to calm down. Now you are wanting to mechanically take I'm guessing a week of downtime so that you guys could crank out a bunch of alchemical creations and potions and that sort of thing.
Wow.
That's what I was thinking.
A week in Forgotten Realms is 10 days. So are we doing 10 days or are we doing 7 days?
If you're asking members of the Feywild themselves, let's see, Clapperclaw, not Clapperclaw, Sir Talavar's already gotten screen time. Morgort, the Knight of Warts, will tell you that a week is 10 days here in the Feywild.
All right.
Are those the 10 days that have already been added to my incubation time?
Correct.
I have another question. If I'm not interrupting anybody.
Go ahead.
Can I put my egg inside of the teacup that I have that keeps contents warm?
Let me just take a quick look at how big a froghemoth is, and then how big. This is weird because meta knowledge, froghemoths are ginormous, but how big would their eggs be?
Mm-hmm.
Small enough to fit in a teacup that keeps shit warm.
They're the size of an almond joy.
I'm gonna say.
Do they hatch as tadpoles?
That's a good question.
Can you see through the egg, or is it like a reptile egg?
Well, they are. I would say that they're definitely amphibious based on their skin.
I would say, like, compared to how big a frog gets and how big their eggs are, I think it would definitely fit inside of a teacup.
Well, the thing is, a froghemoth is like the size of 2 houses. So I'm going to say yes. It will fit perfectly inside of a teacup.
Yay, since it's been in the teacup the whole time then. Does that add days to my incubation time?
I'm going to say that that's how you were able to get 15 days of perfect incubation so far.
All right.
Okay.
So the largest amphibian in the world is a Chinese giant salamander.
It's Scratch Marble.
Dude,
That's where he got his from.
When they hatch, they're only 3.5 centimeters long. However, they're also only the size of, like...
Also, they're larvae.
Yeah, so they're only like that big when they're full grown. So if we extrapolate that to double house size...
Definitely can fit in a teacup.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely can fit in a teacup. Shut up.
Definitely can fit in a very large teacup.
Like one of the teacups from Starbucks that you can put an entire bottle.
Yeah.
It actually just depends on how long they live, really.
Depends on how many adventurers are in the
They shrink to the size of the container that's holding them.
But yeah, you can stick your froghemoth egg in the teacup, and then each long rest that you guys take, you can have advantage on your charisma love check to try to get that egg hatched.
Yeah.
Cool. Alrighty. Now we can get into the hardcore potion mechanics.
Yeah.
So while Clapperclaw's up in the tree, he's gonna form a telepathic link with Grandpa.
Mm-hmm.
And he's gonna tell Grandpa what he found out. And he's gonna say to Grandpa, "Well, Grandpa, we got revenge on the hag that stuffed us into these bodies. Are you still gonna travel with me as we go on and get my dad's body back?"
He looks at you and gives you the most assuring moo nod that you've ever seen. Moo!
Thank you, Grandpa. I really appreciate that. You've been my friend the entire time we've been here.
He puts the center of his forehead against your chest.
You're my best friend, Grandpa. Love you.
He looks up and gives you a big old cow tongue kiss. Just like a big old right across the head.
And then he'll Clapperclaw will get to work making potions. He'll try to with Scrack and Soul's help just try to I guess I do have a mechanical question. So since we don't have like money to buy supplies with.
Mm-hmm.
I've been like scavenging alchemical ingredients like herbs and stuff, and I have 17 alchemy ingredients.
Sure.
So how many alchemy ingredients does a potion take? Because that I don't really know what that what does that mean? That's kind of an ambiguous unit of measurement.
Sure. So let's start with this. How are you going to spend your 10 days of downtime? What do you want to craft? What is your priority?
So like one alchemist fire, probably like if he could craft everything he wanted to craft, I'll just start with that, and then I'll scale it back depending on how long that would take. So what he would want to craft is one alchemist fire, which is like a common, probably like 2 healing potions, which are common, and then for uncommon potions, he'd probably want to finish crafting that greater healing potion that's already got like 2 days worth of work on. Probably another greater healing potion, and then maybe 2 potions. Probably like 4 potions of resistance. He would ask Talavar because Talavar seemed to know like about the Jabberwocky, and Clapperclaw would ask if Talavar knows anything, like if he spits fire or acid or poison or anything.
He laser beams of pure hatred out of his eyeballs.
So bludgeoning.
Laser beams of pure hatred.
Mm-hmm. I wish it was something like fire or poison, but it's a laser beam of hatred. When it hits rock, it pulverizes it into dust. And behind is the scent of hate.
All right. Mechanically, are we talking necrotic or no? That's like hate damage type is hate.
He does not know the damage type. He just knows that it's a laser beam, and afterwards it smells like hate.
So Red Bull.
All right.
Drinking a monster, then doing a dab be like.
Yeah. Then I guess like 2 greater healing potions and 2 potions of resistance of lightning.
So you can make a alchemy fire. I checked the rules on this as a part of a long rest. If you have alchemy supplies and if you have money, you spend
those commons are real easy.
Half the gold amount, which is 25. So I'll say for your alchemy fire, you can spend one of your days. You just make the alchemy fire, and we'll say you spend 2 of your alchemical ingredients. Basic potions of healing. Same thing. Takes 1 day. Spend 2 of your ingredients, so you're at a total of 6. I have to pull over my Zenithor's guide.
Yeah, they're like 5 times. Whatever the healing potions are, graders are generally 5 times.
Crafting an item.
I don't know about potions of resistance, but greater healings.
So 1 greater healing is 1 work week, and it costs 100. And you have 2 days into 1. So I would say that you could finish 1, but you probably can't finish a second. Because you've already spent 3 of your days on 3 other potions.
Well, maybe Soul and Scrack will help me with it.
Let's see. Soul has herbalism, so he can help. So I will say with Soul's help, you guys can craft those 2 greater healing.
Okay.
We can
if
we helping you.
Okay. I'll let's see. That's 2, 2, 2.
And I'll say for your alchemy ingredient, that's going to cost you 8 for both of those potions.
8 per potion or total?
8 total.
Okay. Let's see. 8. Okay. Could, instead of 2 graders, could I get a lightning resist?
Sure. So
instead of one of those graders.
So that's what Soul has, a lightning affinity. He's got a lightning bolt charm. So he'll make a potion of lightning resistance.
Okay. Let's see.
Because you're pretty wrapped up in making potions right now, so you would need to recruit someone else to help you make more potions, I believe, if you want to make...
That pretty much uses up all my ingredients.
Yeah, I don't have the right proficiencies to help out. So, I do have one other thing that I figured out that I want to do though.
Okay.
So I have this feature as part of my subclass.
Oh, okay.
So I would like, no, not subclass, just class. But I would like to using anything that I can find in this hut to research any possible more information about the final remaining hag.
Mm. Absolutely. So you have advantage, and you would definitely have lots of information because this is her sister's house. And intelligence check, researching creatures, spells, or ancient. I would say this is investigation because you're literally digging through her house trying to find stuff, find the dirt. Ooh, okay, so I just want to reveal a 31.
That's it? Just a 31?
I'm so sorry.
And Haley, do you want to quickly interrupt? You've raised your hands twice.
Oh, I thought I only did it once. I'm more than happy to wait until after everybody else is done. It's not super important.
Okay, so here's what you find. First of all, you find up in this area here that this is an aviary. There are several mechanical birds. They are mechanical sparrows. You find that there's several letters that she's written back and forth with her sister. One of these letters is, "Lovely Scab, the last time I saw the unicorn horn, it was in your possession. Pity you lost it, but fret not. I have gazed into the array of tragedies, and it was revealed to me that Eldion's horn will be found. If worst comes to worst, recall that Eldion's mate still dwells in your forest. You could kill Lamorna and take her horn. Assuming, of course, you're not too busy making toys. Your darling sister." And so you don't find any information on exactly what this array of tragedies is in Loomlurk, but that sticks out as something that she gazed into it, and it revealed information to her. You discover that all 3 of these hags seem to have a propensity for a time Bavlorna was the present. Skabatha was the past, and Indolin seems to be the future. So it seems that she has a big deal with the future and trying to discover the future, all things like that. And this is probably even more echoed. You find several pieces of information how Granny Nightshade finds it funny that Indolin is scared of eclipses. And that she has seen her death coming from an eclipse. Now, that's weird. Why would she think that? And then last but not least, you discover that Granny Nightshade has this whole plot written out about how she wants to try to take out Indolin during one of her dramatic plays. She apparently puts on a dramatic play every day, and while she's watching it, she is totally engrossed in watching the play.
So we just disguise ourselves as the troupe, and in the play, there's an eclipse of some sort, and then we kill her.
This is why theater kids don't have rights.
I like it. And 100% true, Justin.
I should know. All my friends were theater kids.
But yeah, she has a weakness for this eclipse thing. She's always trying to see the future, maybe to her detriment. And of course, she has a weakness for dramatic plays. Alrighty. Okay, and Miss Goose, you've raised your hand. What's up?
I think that's still from the last time.
It is. Shit. What was I gonna ask?
Happen?
Where we stand.
So besides me just sitting there for what, a week hugging my egg, I'm also just going to ask all of the members of the group if they remember what this damn iron key that the Willows gave us on Tellamy Hill is for.
Is it magic?
I just have that we received an iron key from the Willows on Tellamy Hill.
DM, is it magic?
You're using your magic vision? It's not magic. It is a normal iron key.
The Willows and Tellamy Hill was after the cottage? Is that
it was before.
Before the cottage. No, I mean not Bavlorna's cottage, but the one where like I got my fine familiar and we like ate pie or something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because anytime we've come across a keyhole, I've attempted to put this key into it, but the key doesn't work, so I don't know what the damn key is for.
So I have keen mind. No, it's the hat. That's what I call the hat, not the mechanic. I'll go back and watch the video and let you know this week.
If you have sending, you could potentially try to ask someone who's very knowledgeable about keys what it could potentially be for. If you know,
Well, if my DM would give me the fucking spell scroll for it, I would have sending.
I feel called out. I mean, there's no one in the campaign who's obsessed with keys.
Yes, there is.
Wait, what about that person that has keys all over them, like that picture you just posted?
This was before my time with the group.
Yeah, they had the weird name that everyone had said with the wrong emphasis.
Yeah, I'm thinking about keys. Key Largo.
Jingle. Oh.
Mm-hmm. Parsnip.
We received the key I think before we went into the hut. And then I asked what the key was. I thought I asked what the key was for.
I love her weapon so much.
Lock flail.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
It's really creative. It is pretty good.
Are we just waiting for Pally to go watch the video?
No.
No, he's going to do it over the week.
Okay. So I will tell you guys what all of your B team is doing. Sir Talavar is training the members of the Getaway Gang and all of the children in his style of fighting with rapiers. So all of the kids have sticks. He is standing on top of a tree stump, and there's, I'm going to say, nearly 20 children all learning how to fight like a flowery knight.
That's scary.
Octavian is searching Loomlurk's library for a surgeon in Prismeer that can put his heart back in his chest. And he thinks that he has found someone. He thinks, someone that lives in Motherhorn, the castle that sits atop the highest mountain in Yon that can put his heart back in his chest. Morgort, the Knight of Wart, you guys see is working heavily in a forge here in Loomlurk and would approach the party. Morgort approaches the party with a weapon in a scabbard. It appears to be a sword. Morgort approaches and says, everyone, I've been working on something and I wanted you all to take a look.
Yep.
Morgort presents the Wart Sword. This is a blade I have been working on for a long time, and I finally had the means to finish it. You have welcomed me into a fellowship, and I would like to present you all with the Wart Sword.
Well, that's mighty nice of you. What's it do? I mean, apart from cut things.
And give you warts.
Well, it does give people warts, number one. I thought that would be pretty fun.
Interesting.
And you are right, of course.
Does the pointy end give people warts or the handle end?
Oh, the blade. You have to stab the blade.
Okay.
I produced a special fluid onto the blade that gives it this effect.
How did you produce the fluid? Am I gonna be sick?
Only if you lick the blade. So this magic sword has a proud-looking frog face engraved into its hilt. When you hit a creature with it, the creature has to be not undead and not a construct. You can force the creature to make a Constitution saving throw. On a failure, the creature is covered with a disease that causes warts to cover its body. While diseased in this way, the creature takes an additional 1d10 whenever it takes damage that isn't psychic. Once used, this feature can't be used until the next dawn. This is whatever sword you guys can use. Whether it's a long sword, a rapier, short sword, scimitar, great sword. It is +2 to hit and damage.
Nice.
The Wart Sword.
Nice.
Who wants the Wart Sword?
Yeah, I already have a +1 sword, so if somebody else can use it, I don't.
Can you post that shit?
Yes, I will make it an item that you guys can.
Does Soul use a two-handed weapon?
Soul
I do not remember.
uses a hammer. I think it's a war hammer.
So it might be possible something he would want.
Correct. Oh, that. Yeah, he uses a war hammer. This is whatever sword you guys can use.
Can
Will
can
back-
Scrack hit people with swords?
Let me check.
I mean, you're just
What sword
shooting them.
type is it?
It can be whichever one you can hit.
Whatever type that one of you guys.
Okay, I
You
can
could-
use long swords, rapiers, and short swords.
Oh, sorry. It's a
If I
great
do have a
sword.
-1 strength, I don't think long swords are finesse.
No, I believe only rapiers and short swords.
Yeah, so
And
goddamn
scimitars.
fucking rapier.
He will give you the wart sword. I will build this and drop it onto your character sheet. So you can
So-
giving people warts.
Sorry, Scrack. I made it a great sword. So
This is
Very great.
great.
I love your great sword.
They will withdraw after giving you the wart sword.
I'll send it to you, Pierre.
Okay, Henry Blinkler is actually barking at the sky when you guys are kind of all situated in the meadow, we will say. You guys see that there's something floating down from the sky, something familiar.
Oh, what is it now? Oh wait, is that the hot air balloon?
It is the hot air balloon, and guess what's inside? A bunch of ducks
What dog
that are-
should be, right?
that are piloting it.
That was the best
Well, I'll be damned.
the random book I've ever found. A random book that teaches dogs how to fly in a Harangon's hideout.
Best book ever.
They have come, and as they arrive, they say, "Oh, looks like you all have solved the issue. We don't see any mechanical monstrosities running around."
They done ran off after we killed both the hags.
Well, we fixed up your hot air balloon. Took
I
us a
can
little-
see that. That was mighty kind of you.
and we filled it with what oil we could find, but you're gonna need more to pilot this thing beyond.
Beyond what?
Beyond thither. You're going to yon.
Wow, I mean, a fire elemental sure would be handy right about now.
They look around. They say, "Well, wait, we need some oil. Do you know of anywhere where we can get oil around here?"
There was a bunch of oil like at the top floor, but it was like sentient oil, and it was all like you know, helping to kidnap children. I don't know. It was really weird.
What if we use some butter? These kind of like oil, right?
I've got this oil of slipperiness.
That could work. We could stick that into the combustion engine here, and we could get you going.
Does body oil count?
I think you should just rub yourself with that versus rubbing this.
What about that?
Well, all right, if you insist. He's going to like roll up his his pants and then start like rubbing it over his calves. Like this. Is this helping?
Oh man, you should stop that.
You see that?
Is it? I'm sorry. It's my runner's calves.
Terrible, terrible.
What about the market where those guys were making that food? All that greasy food had to have a bunch of oil around it, right?
That's actually very smart.
Well, I have a cap now. That makes me super smart, so.
Pally, it just makes you remember things.
You mean where I got all the candies?
Yep, that one. They had like funnel cakes and stuff.
Yeah, they were really nice. I could go back and get some oil.
I think Granny Nightshade had the recipe for that candy in this alchemy book.
Oh. Big Pally's Fun Pally.
DM, is the candy recipe in the alchemy book?
Yeah, I mean, it's a hard candy recipe, and you look at it, and you kind of like shake your head a little bit just to make sure that you got all of the ingredients right. You know, it's got the normal things, you know, sugar, you're going to need some type of syrup, you can use tree sap to kind of bind the sugar, you're going to need water, you're going to need, and then you see, fairy blood. So you're going to have to probably kill a fairy to get the back.
Now, we don't need to kill it. We just need to bleed one.
True. Talavar, what kind of dragon did you say you were?
Well, I'm a fairy dragon.
Ah!
I need you up here. All right, Pally, you jump on him, and I'll do the cutting. No.
Got it.
Now, please lay down this altar right here.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna make sure that the wart sword is where. Oh no!
It looks like it's working really well.
So yeah, you got your +2 rapier now, the wart sword. It's definitely not cursed and is gonna give you warts.
He's a rat. He's already got him.
Started this campaign with warts. I'll end this campaign with.
So the blink dogs are barking, trying to find oil, and one of the little girls that you guys rescued, Mishka, will say, there were these terrible creatures inside Loomluck known as Bogles. They would come up to us while we were sleeping, and they would pour the terrible oil all over our faces. Maybe there's some Bogle oil inside of the Loomluck.
Why would they do that? It just
I mean,
boggles the mind.
Pally, isn't that just what I said? I don't know. I feel like whatever.
That is pretty much what you said, Claw. We just didn't know what they were called. Let's track them down, I guess.
I know Pally remembers what they were called.
Sorry, I had
I don't know if we ever knew what they were called.
of someone walking in my room and talking to me, so I don't know what you're talking. What were we discussing?
Oil boogers.
I got dingleberries.
Yeah, so you guys can get some Bogle oil, no problem. But we'll say that we can hand wave that you guys find Bogle oil. You actually find Squirt the oil can, like face deep in a bunch of Bogle oil inside of the Loomlurk. And when you catch him, he looks very embarrassed because he's like snorting it into his squirt pipe. It's very sensual.
My man's having a different
Snorting it into a
experience right
hole.
now.
So he's very much like trying to snort that oil as much as he can. Okay.
Beautiful.
Hey, Squirt. We got hot air balloons here. We could probably be leaving soon. Okay, so see you in a bit.
Squirt the oil can says, I'm feeling real slick these days. You guys gave me that oil of the slipperiness. You let me smoke up all this oil from those Bogles. Feeling real good. Real good. Okay. Liel, the Fey sorceress, is trying to recover her magic. She looks like she has something intense on her mind as she's recovering her magic. Something strange that you guys see the Blue Ranger doing. He is talking consistently and constantly into his wrist. He says, damn it, no signal. Walk over here. Talks into his wrist. Damn it! And he keeps walking around, talking into his wrist.
Well, that guy's struggling.
I don't know anything about wrist.
Mental breakdown.
I've got to go over to Liel and be like, hey, I could teach you how I learned magic. If you can't get your old magic, you get new magic.
She looks at you deep into your eyes. She says, oh, little Clapperclaw, I would love to learn how you do your magic. But I feel that spark is it's right there in front of me, and I just can't reach it. It's like every time I do, my arms are just too short. But I feel in my meditations a revelation that has come to me.
You wouldn't happen to have a full body image of her real quick, would you?
Yes, yeah, I do.
Okay. Just because I can't remember, so it's good.
Should be Shift X should be let me show her full art. It is not letting me, but that's all right. Hold on.
All right.
I have alternative methods. Clapper Claw, she looks at you and she says, I think I have seen why I feel that Prismeer is falling apart. She looks at you and she kind of grabs you by the shoulders, Clapper. She says, this world itself is like a cauldron. It needs someone to stir it. Like it was a potion. There's no one at the helm actually controlling what's happening here. The hags are only bickering and controlling their tiny little splinters. No one's looking at the big picture, at the whole thing. We need to get to the castle soon.
Well, I had planned on just going home now, but I guess... look, that's the plan, okay? We're gonna go. We're gonna go take care of her.
She nods and she says, let me continue to meditate. Maybe I will learn more.
Hey DM, I'm just gonna form a little ball of light in my hand. Does it feel like the magic is changed since Clapperclaw became a war mage all those months ago?
So normally, when you would create a ball of light in your hand, it would just sit on your hand, right?
Mm-hmm.
And now it is rotating counterclockwise. The magic is not stable.
Tell you what, Clapperclaw, I've got some stable magic. And I sit down and ritual cast Phantom Steed. Stable magic?
I
It's
get
because
it.
it's a horse-like creature, Clapperclaw, and you see horses, they're generally kept in stables. It was... Anyway.
It's not a horse.
As you go to summon your phantom steed, a creature like no other is pulled forth from that plane of magic.
The Pink Ranger.
A creature with a long black tongue, tall and monstrous.
You know, I've heard that in the other worlds they fought a chimera that was 1/3 this.
It reaches to the top of the tree and begins to phantom chew a leaf.
I don't know what I don't know what you meant by stable, but I mean that's pretty cool. It's kind of cute.
It really is.
you hear from across the way the Blue Ranger go, "Damn it! My communicator is busted!"
I kind of feel bad for him, but I don't know anything about communicators.
You see he's jumping up and down in the water and kicking it.
I can hear you just fine. Sounds like your communicator's working. If I can hear you.
The whole time this downtime has been happening, the Bandersnatch and Juniper have actually become good friends and have been just playing.
About to have me a Bandersnatch owlbear cub.
They've been playing the whole time. I do need one thing from each of you. I need a perception check.
It's funny you should mention that. Because I picked up Holy Lantern. So as long as you are within... it actually doesn't say the range of that part of it. You get a +4 to perception.
It's 12 miles.
I'm gonna use my reaction to take Wisdom of the Triceratops to add 5 to my roll.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay. I've got 2 checks in so far.
And everybody is near me, so everybody's going to get +4 to whatever they roll.
Okay. I just need one more from Poppy.
May have fallen asleep. Okay.
Okay. So, this is a group check, so 3 out of 5 of you passed. I won't say who passed and who failed. I don't want anyone to fill in the spot. You guys notice during your downtime a strange occurrence. There are several shadows that move across the walls of Loomlurk that don't actually belong to anyone that would be casting that sort of shadow. And the shadow like walks across the wall, stares at you, and begins to move away. You guys notice this about these shadows that basically follow you guys around all week long.
These shadows are getting weird. I want to leave, guys.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't think we really have much else to do here, really.
I think I finished making these potions. I've used up pretty much most of my ingredients. I think I'm ready to go.
I imagine those shadows are probably here for us, so I feel like maybe we should leave Will in charge of this place rather than just leaving it vacant for some other nefarious being to take up residence in.
I don't think Will wants to stay here. I think Will wants to go back to his tree friend, treant person.
But treants can move, I believe, right? Couldn't he just uproot and walk himself over here to join the group, join the gang?
I mean, I'll tell you what. I was a prisoner here for a long time, and I have no desire to stay here. I don't think those other kids really want to stay here either. You know, part of you want to move on from that. We don't want to keep them here. You know, I guess it's up to them. I don't care if they stay here or not. But, you know, I don't think we need to tell them that they need to.
Oh yeah, I wasn't gonna force them to or anything. Just give them the option.
You know, maybe they can travel around. Maybe those kids have parents that are still alive. They can get back to.
Will of the Feywild overhearing the conversation will approach you and say, "There's really only one way. All these it's not me. It's not Little Oak. It's the Queen. Only her magic. But I can't teleport people to different dimensions.
Okay, well, we're heading there. So
He puts his hand out for a predator handshake for all of you guys. Or actually like a group. Like you put your hand in the middle, everyone does a cheer.
Witchlight on 3.
no, thank you. I'll just.
Come on. You're an important part of the team. You gotta have your hand on the very bottom. I mean, your lobster claw.
Okay.
He looks at you with this face. How can you deny that afro? Or those really sweet boots.
Those are pretty sweet boots.
So he does the cheer in the middle. I post a picture. Those are the shadows that you guys have been seeing all week long.
Isn't that what we fought in, like, when we were at the carnival still?
You did fight a shadow in the carnival.
Okay. Pally doesn't remember that.
Can I insight check the shadows?
Sure. Give me an insight check. The shadows are, as you are looking at them, they don't appear like they want to like jump out and kill you. It appears that they are doing reconnaissance.
That's quite shady.
Oh no. What was that?
That stole my soul!
Oof. So, do you all get into the the air balloon that has been piloted by dogs and set out for Yawn?
Is there anything just like super weird in the alchemy book, or is it regular stuff? Is there like just anything that just stands out that's not standard D&D 5e potions besides like the candy?
Give me a moment.
Is there a potion of resistance to bludgeoning?
Well, let's see here.
Actually, yes, and it's called taking a single level in Barbarian.
Yes.
There appears to be a brew of seduction in there.
Ooh.
Do you read more?
It's just champagne.
I don't know what this word is. What is this potion supposed to be?
Seduction? Is that when people like treachery? Right?
The brew of seduction.
I don't get it. It doesn't really say what it's supposed to do here. I don't know. This doesn't make any sense to me.
So, do you read into its description? So, the brew of seduction, it's essentially a love potion, but instead of focusing on making someone fall in love with you, its goal is to seduce them. And you read into it, and you get the feeling that this may be a very problematic potion as you read into its what it is for.
Ha.
Do you
Well,
just stare the page out and
no, he just ignores it, just moves on.
okay.
He just doesn't think anything else about it. and moves on.
Okay. There's also a elixir of stupidity.
That one is champagne.
It's 4 loco, the original formula. It essentially is almost like a feeble mind in a potion. You can get someone to drink it.
Huh. How many days does it look like it would take to craft that?
This looks like it would be a rare potion, so you're looking at 3 weeks of crafting for that one.
Oh, that'd be a lot of supplies too. I don't have that.
Goose, what's up?
Hey guys, I'm bored. I'm gonna go outside and play with Juniper and Bandy Kitty.
Did we have a name that Bandy Snatch?
Bandy.
I thought it was Long Kitty.
Oh, I thought it was Crash.
All of the above. Snooter McGibbons.
I don't know. Crash.
Let's definitely go with it. Let's go.
He's such a nice little creature, like one you wouldn't find very often. You might say he's a gem. We could call him Crash Jim.
Oh no! I guess it's canon.
It's canon.
It's canon. The supplies are ready for you. Squirt, the oil can, is ready to lead you guys to Jan.
Well, Squirt, let's get squirting.
Yeah, let's go do something else. Yay!
I'm slicked up and ready to go. All right. You guys take off in the air balloon. The other Blink dogs will stay behind with the kiddos. The kiddos all kind of like wave goodbye to you as you guys leave, and you begin to fly into the air. There is an immediate change in the wind as you begin to fly into the mountains. The bright skies, the ambient insects and birds disappear. You taste ozone on your mouth as there's constant strikes of lightning, roiling storm clouds, and you are beginning to be assaulted by rain.
Rain, you do not have my consent. Oh.
For a second, lightning splits the sky, striking a near mountaintop, illuminating a distant castle carved on it. The squirt begins to lead you guys down, and you can see pockmarking the landscape are lightning rods, at least 30 feet tall, and topped with either a symbol of the sun or a symbol of the moon. You can see that these lightning rods shoot lightning back to the top of the mountain after they have collected the lightning. Pierre, Soul, and Clapperclaw, as you cross the border from hither to yon, your hair on the back of your neck begins to stand up.
Must be this damn lightning and thunder having my fur act all stupid.
You feel your lost things here in Yon. It is dark here, darker than any of the other planes. Luckily enough for you, Liel casts a dancing light spell to give you guys some ambient light.
I do have my lantern out still. Whenever I get that out, it lasts for like 10 hours.
25 foot.
Oh, you were able to cast a spell. That's good.
Well, it's not a spell.
Not you.
Oh, Leo.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, when you land, you all get out of the air balloon. Crashes of lightning, rain is drenching every inch of you guys. The landscape is rocky and cragged. This is an unforgiving place. You don't see animals. You don't see birds. You don't even see insects. All you see is the castle atop the mountain and the light. Do you venture out into the rocks to see what you find?
I don't think I have control of this thing, but I'm interested.
Oh, it only looks like there's one way to go from here.
Yeah, there's not much else going on.
Not in Yon, anyway.
Yeah, this place isn't that boring. I don't know why they named it that.
Jebek gets very close to you, Fear, and says, "Do you think we need to keep our ears down at all times? I don't want to get struck by lightning because we have tall ears."
Yeah, probably. And you should probably also hold my hand.
Okay. And she begins to hold your hand. The static electricity is so high in this area that when you guys look at Jebek and Fier, they are poof-balled out.
Yeah!
Let's see. Who of the party would have the best sense of smell? Or what would be team member?
Henry Blinkler.
Probably the dog, yeah.
Henry Blinkler begins smelling the ground and begins to point with his foreleg as if to follow him as he is about to rush off into the rain.
Well, I guess Henry's got something to show us.
Think he's gonna jump a shark?
Actually, technically, Fier would win in that competition.
From smell or the race?
Or jumping a
For
shark.
smell.
Well,
follow.
Quick question before we go further. You guys have to settle it. I'll ask you at the start of the session next time. Henry Blinkler begins running up the path. You begin to follow him for about 10-20 minutes. And you can see two figures standing on an outcrop of rock, outlined against the stormy sky. One appears to be a slender female elf. The other is a 3-foot-tall dandelion. A honeybee the size of an orange buzzes around the dandelion's bright yellow head. The elf is the first to notice you all. As she points in your direction, the dandelion draws its rapier and assumes a defensive pose. The honeybee buzzes more loudly as it flies circles around the two of them. I need to bring you to this map.
There's like 20 of us. Are they trying to attack us?
Defensive posture. This is you see the honeybee and the 3-foot-tall dandelion, and then you see an elf, and the elf appears to be wearing a mask that looks like a crescent moon.
That must be very uncomfortable.
It's the most uncomfortable looking man. For my peeps that fought in the Witchlight Carnival, you remember fighting a shadow that Very similar.
That similar to the elf?
Yeah, similar to the
Nice.
elf. The 3-foot tall dandelion steps forward and says, "Halt where you are. I am Amador."
In common?
Yes,
Nice.
I am Amador. I am a knight, and I am charged with protecting my friend Gleam and my love, Polinia, the honeybee.
If you don't get out of the storm, you're going to be charged with something else.
He means electricity. He's not gonna arrest you.
That's true.
Wait. Arrest? Are you law officers of some type?
No. That's why he's not able... No, we're not.
Oh, I was kind of hoping you were. I'm a noble knight of the realm, and, well, I'm seeking other heroes.
Oh, well, Pally's here's a hero.
Look no further. You have seen
Yes,
the
just
hero.
Pally.
The knightly dandelion rushes forward, and his elven friend runs forward, and this bee flies forward. It's a giant bee.
Here, get within 10 feet of me. Did your saving throws go up?
Yes, they did.
Oh, they're allies, guys. They're allies.
The
Brilliant, Pally.
the Amador, the dandelion, looks at you. Clapperclaw. Excuse me, my dear Geppetto. He takes a knee and he says, "Are you a guide with a capital G?"
So Clapperclaw, just kind of gets he's easier. It's easier for him to say Pally's a hero, but he's just kind of like intimidated by just strangers coming up to him and asking questions. So, yeah. So he's just gonna move back.
Wait, my dear lad. I'm a guide with a capital G. I recognize you.
Oh, yeah.
He stands up and looks to the party. Excuse me. I feel like maybe I was rushed. And he sheaths his rapier. He says, "I know the way to the Castle of Heart's Desire, but I need all of your help." And as he drops that bomb that he's a guide and he needs your help and he can guide you guys to the castle.
Wait. What's the Castle of Farts on Fire?
We get that record scratch. And I will take you back to the start screen because we'll have to cut it there.
Nice.
Excellent. So you guys are in Yon. You have met Amador, Gleam, and Polinia. They look like they need your help desperately.